Buongiorno, people that like to collect children's toys. Literally toddler children's toys. Which is this, because literally this says for children 1 year old and up. 1 year old. I guess it's not plural, right? This is a Playforever. It's called the Malibu, and this red one. There's three colorways, but the red is called Ross. And so I'm looking here quickly at the Playforever website, and it says the Malibu is inspired by Maserati's. No, it just says here Formula One cars, but I think maybe on another website where I saw online it's supposed to be a Maserati from the 50s or 60s. So I brought up images from the 1950s, and they're these cigar-shaped, F1 cars, right? So they look, yeah, they definitely look very cigar-shaped. That one looks very much like this photograph, right? With the squashed, ovalized kind of thing there. In fact, let's just open this up first. If you've watched my channel, it primarily started as a 1/64 scale car channel. But after collecting 1,000 of those, I would say 90% of those videos, there's something negative going on. Either weird design decisions, paint rash, decals, messed up parts, defects, whatever. So they always end up negative, I don't want to live my life negatively. So I've decided that if human beings can't make a 1/64 scale look realistic and reliably, I'll just collect something else. And right now it seems to be children's toys. Literally toddler toys. I think this may have been opened. So that's one thing I'm not a fan of right now. I'm noticing these boxes. This is the third one I think now that I have. They're not taped, right? You don't know if you're getting a brand new product or if you're getting a used product. In this case, I'm pretty sure it's used because there's tape holding this torn cardboard because some clown opened this before and tore it. But still, I do like the fact that it's just cardboard. I'm not buying some acrylic clear box or getting trading cards and just junk that I don't want. All I want is this, and that box got it to me safely, even if it is used or questionably used. Alright, now looking at that photograph, look at that. So that's a 1950s car called the 250F. I'm going to pop in 1960s and see what happens. Oh, yeah, that 250F comes up again. But here, yeah, that's a CAD rendering. Yeah, well, this one's got a swept up tail. So these are not supposed to be exact cars. They're just inspired by cars in the past. So it definitely looks like an early F1 type of car to me, for sure. Oh, this one even, look at this grill. I don't know what it is. But anyways, you get the gist. Would a 1-year-old child appreciate this? I don't know. But as someone that likes automotive design, I do appreciate it in this distilled form. So this is I think the smallest toy that's Playforever has made. This ruler puts it around 6 inches long or 15 centimeters. So, okay, and then I'm a little curious. What's the width of this thing? It's around 9 centimeters or like 3 3/4 of an inch. And so being rolling inertia, I don't know what the formal name of these things. It's just a pull toy. It's not a pullback. It's just freely coasting. And it rolls well. If you want something to roll around your desk, I really think this is better than smaller scale toys, because this has so much mass to it for its size. I'm pretty sure on the website it tells you how heavy it is, as well as its precise dimensions. This is 170-ish grams. It's so easy to roll, it won't stay on here. So yeah, 170 grams. It doesn't sound like much, but it feels pretty heavy for what it is. But it's not die cast. But I think this one might have a metal weight inside. At least that's what I noticed on my Jasper, my Viglietta. Alright, so just looking at the smooth finish of this. And so that's another reason why I like this brand. They're just so well done. Like when I say that, there's no weird wrinkles. There's no weird gouges. Like the quality seems pretty good. Anyways, so if you pick this up without packaging, it's Playforever. It's got CE approval, and that means a child can bite on these tires and chew on this plastic and not get sick, right? And it's really strong. This has a really thick axle in there. I think maybe 3 millimeters. So a toddler could step on this and it won't break. Okay, so Verve is the series of their smallest toys. And then that's the colorway, and it's really nice that they date their stuff. So this thing was made in the middle of 2022. So that helps me set values of things, knowing how old they are. It's interesting that it's actually copyright protected. So don't duplicate this. And so it's designed in China. It's designed in Great Britain and made in China. And there's a website. There's a US website and a Netherlands website. So you can buy, the cheapest pricing I've seen is the US website. But obviously it depends on shipping logistics, where it's going to be really cheap. I actually got this one from China, because I live near there. Okay, so this really, distilled as far as its styling. Look at the wheels. There's absolutely no detail in there whatsoever. It's literally just a dished out bowl. You could eat cereal in that thing. Maybe 1 or 2 pieces of cereal. But the tires here, yeah, they're rubbery for sure. And I like how they have the Playforever logo molded in. It's not some sort of print. So that logo is never going to go bad as long as this tire doesn't go bad. Pretty sure you can actually take off. This is interesting. There's almost no rib. There are some ribs in there, but that's so weird. I'm not sure why they wouldn't have a taller rib, because this tire was really easy to take off. I would think a child's gonna, I don't know, I don't think this is small enough to choke on, but maybe an adult would choke on it, but that's interesting. I don't know why that would have been designed that way. It's very easy to take off. I do really wish maybe they had the text on both sides, but maybe if you don't want to see their logo, you could do that. But now it's actually molded asymmetrically. So there's like an inner lip there to stop against that plastic. Yeah, it's actually different left and right. Anyways, alright, so that's good enough there. So the grill is really nice. I don't know if there's a piece of, I thought there might have been a piece of plastic film to protect it, but no, it's just super shiny. It's so shiny in there. And it's got, it looks like a Viglietta logo. Oh, you know what? It's a Verve logo. Yeah, it's the same logo I have on that Viglietta. Okay, well, it's a Tampo print. It's not a decal. It's not a sticker. It's not something a child could chew on and, eat. So that's good. This is really thick plastic. They're ABS, but really thick and durable. So the ABS, when it's thin, is quite brittle. It's not great, but at this thickness, I guess it's strong enough for CE approval. And then we have this double stripe with the 6, and I cannot feel any of that height variation. So I don't know if it's Tampo printed on top of the clear coat, but I have a suspicion it's actually under a clear coat. So this is not just a raw plastic body, it's actually clear coated with some sort of, I think, UV paint. So that's good. UV resistant paint, I mean. And then you can see this is literally a mirror. You can see how ugly I am. And I'm wearing a t-shirt, so you can thank me for that. Usually I don't. Yeah. Hold on. If you want to really see how ugly I am, let's get this microfiber thing. Yeah, that is a straight up mirror. It's so cool. So it's, very simple shape, and that's what allows it to be so nicely done. It's just, there's no aberrations, there's no like weird sink marks. If this was a Hot Wheels, there'd be a bunch of dents in it. There'd be all sorts of weird orange peel effects, because those things are die cast metal, whereas this is injection molded plastic. Alright, it is screwed together. I'm not going to take this one apart. I'm positive there's a metal weight in there. There has to be for something this. If it was all plastic, it wouldn't weigh as much. And yeah, it rolls super smooth. Quite silent. So, rolling wise, yeah, just like the other ones. I would guess around 5 degrees or so will actually get this thing rolling. And this thing would go a long ways because it's so heavy. Alright, so here's that Viglietta. That's why I thought this was the logo for the Viglietta when I reviewed it, but it's the Verve logo. And so yeah, same small size, but they're definitely not identical. This one's longer and much wider. Yeah, this F1 car. I like how these wheels have open and holes though. Maybe that's too much detail though for these things. They have totally different helmets. You know, this one's just a slot opening. This one actually has a little bit of a brim, so that's kind of neat. This one also has these treaded tires, being more of a road car. I put some putty in to keep it from rolling. They roll so well. And then I have reviewed the, what was this called, the Clyde. It's weird. There's no text on this side. It's just only on this side it tells you what it is. So this is the midi size range that they have. It doesn't really tell you that on the bottom, but it's their next size up in the range, and clearly it's a huge difference. The Verve to the midis. I mean, look how tall those tires are. Maybe this will be a better impression. Right, that's crazy how big it is. I mean, the helmet is huge. I actually nano coated this. I have a bottle of automotive nano glass, and it seemed to accept it pretty well. So maybe one day I'll nano this in case I run into something. Maybe the nano ceramic coating will help the durability. I don't know for sure, but it didn't seem to distort or mar up the paint or even this chrome or the plastic wheels. I didn't do it on the rubber though. I took the tires off. Alright, well, not much to talk about because there aren't many details, but the thing is really awesome. I really like it because it's perfect. There's no defects. You don't hear me complaining. It's just all good. I guess the one other detail I didn't talk about is it says Malibu right in it, so you know the name of the car, or, well, the line, because there's different colorways. So I'm going to collect probably one of each of their cars. They do have an airplane and a motorcycle, but I don't know if I'm going to get around to those. But I like this brand enough that I intend to get one of each of their car castings. And if you think these are goofy, I've also ordered some Candy Lab wooden, like Pinewood Derby looking cars that are designed by designers as well. So yeah, I'm going off the deep end. I thought Choroku was kind of ridiculous, but Chorokus actually have a lot of detail to them compared to something like this. We'll have to see if those wooden ones, the Candy Lab toys, are cool enough or not, but I've ordered a bunch of those. So anyways, if you like Playforever, stay tuned because there will be more videos on these for sure. Okay, thank you for watching, and happy collecting, or in this case, happy rolling and playing. Yay!